I'm Savannah.
And I'm Skylar.
And this is Sav and Sky.
Okay, so today we have a special treat from you. We have questions from you guys to answer.
Doing a Q&A at Sonic.
At Sonic. And we were supposed to get things that we haven't tried before, but then Savannah
But
was I
hadn't ate
hungry.
dinner yet, so I was like, well, I'll just go and get dinner.
But I've never tried a strawberry shake, and
Which is so generic. So
it is so generic, but I always stick with chocolate. So today I'm trying strawberry.
And I just have Coke.
I'm so thick. Okay. I'm not sure.
Okay, so she has the questions on her phone. She's going to pull up.
I do. Okay. So, our first question and a question from another viewer kind of ties in together. And we're basically going to skim the surface of this question because it does go along with a video we're doing in the future. So, the question is, what famous icon inspires you the most and who is your biggest inspiration?
We share a lot of those.
Oh, yes.
And we have a lot of those.
Yes.
So, for me, some of those are like the generic ones like Sadie Robertson and people like that. Like, people that everybody knows in the spotlight and that people are Christian. You know what I mean? Like, Christian icons. Like, everybody knows them.
Yeah. A pretty recent one was on America's Got Talent, Michael Ketter. He's an icon that I think can be inspirational. And Rachel Joy Scott, the first student killed at Columbine, she's inspirational. Sadie Robertson.
And I like Tori Kelly. Love Tori Kelly.
Tori Kelly's great.
She's somebody who does like pop music but is still a Christian. And also Justin Bieber, who recently came out as a Christian. Awesome. Love that.
Yeah. But we are going to go into that more in another video, so we don't want to do it too much now. So we're going to move on to the next question. Who's your celeb crush?
So many. So many. My number one is KJ Apa.
Oh,
we all know him as Archie from Riverdale.
And Riverdale's coming on tonight, guys.
Oh, and by the way, guys, my shirt says on Wednesdays we wear pink. It is a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
She brought that out to me. It may not go up on a Wednesday, so I might look really stupid, but this is a Wednesday.
It is.
So we're going to pretend like it goes.
Yeah, but Archie's super
Archie, oh my gosh, Zac Efron, a lot of them. I have a lot.
What's that guy's name that's like playing on all those Netflix movies right now?
If you want to ask me.
It starts with an N.
It's something kind of weird, ain't it?
I think his last name's a little weird. I don't know,
Noah?
but he's cute. I think is it Nick?
It's not Nick.
It's not Nick. And maybe it is Noah. No, like Centurion?
Noah Centineo?
Maybe it's something like
really
that.
Weird, but we know he plays on top
But
of boys
he's
I've ever
very
loved.
cute. I definitely, and Shawn Mendes is cute too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
There's a lot.
I don't have like
we all
one that
share
I'm
the
just
same ones. We all know who they are.
we all know. Okay. What is one of Sav and Sky's funniest memories?
She's gonna tell hers first.
Okay. Well, something that I always think is funny about me and Savannah is our fights. Our fights are great.
We don't have them often.
No, we don't. But like, when we do,
our most recent one is the first one in
forever.
A long time. Like since we were little. Just
okay. I was mad at her because basically she kept like dissing plans with me. And then she went to a football game with one of our friends, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And like she kept just canceling on me. Yeah, it wasn't on purpose, but still, it was like hurtful. So I was like, "Okay." And so I got really mad at her, and I told her. She was like, "What's wrong?" And I told her, and she was like, she hit me with like an okay sign or something like that.
Yep.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then she says, "Okay, can we pause this and can you bring me a charger?"
I was at work and my phone was on.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "I know if I walk in there and look at her, I'm gonna smile, and then I'm not gonna be able to be mad anymore." So I walked in and sure enough I smiled, and I went up there and I said, "I'm salty, but I'm over being mad."
She was like, "On my way up here I decided not to be mad anymore."
Yeah.
And she brought me a charger.
Most of them are funny like that. Like the way they end, it just ends in us laughing, and then later on we're like, "That was such a stupid
Yeah,
fight."
like we fight for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But we don't really fight.
Yeah, it's more
we
like
fight, but we don't. You know,
it's just like a little tension.
Yeah.
And then
it's like a love fight.
Yeah,
like I love you, but I'm mad at you at this moment. But I know she's mad, and we can like be. I don't know.
We can talk it through. If I have a problem with her, I'm like, Savannah, this is a problem.
We have good communication.
Yes, we do. Communication is key. Okay, what do you remember most about the time you got saved, baptized, or the Holy Ghost?
The thing I remember most, well, see, I got saved at a really young age because we're just raised in church. So it's kind of like just a thing everybody did. But I guess out of the 3 of those, the thing that would stick out the most, and the night that we both, the same night we both got filled with the Holy Ghost, we got filled with it. My sister got filled with it, and another person in our youth got filled with it. And it was just a good night. It really was. Great.
It was one of the best nights ever.
So that's something I remember because that's something that we share together.
And I'll go into that more in my testimony, but also the time I got baptized. I remember we went to youth camp and they were like, does anybody want to get baptized? And I was like, I do, but I want to get baptized at my church.
We got baptized the same night that night too.
Yeah. So when we got back to our home church, they did a baptism service and we both got baptized. So, and like she said, I've been saved since I was really, really little. I don't even remember the exact date.
I know, I feel bad because I don't remember it, but it is just because
it was just like something we were kind of we were raised in it, and like when we were kids, we got saved. Yeah, we just got saved, and yeah. Okay. Next question. Did you ever see yourself being a YouTuber prior to your channel?
Okay, this is something we talked about a little earlier. Like, everybody, I think everybody, maybe it's just us, kind of like thinks about it in a sense. You know, like, maybe not necessarily YouTubing. I wouldn't call us like YouTubers. We're new. But everybody thinks about, like, what if I was famous? You know what I mean? Or if you don't, I'm sorry, I'm weird. But anyway, it's something that, like, you think about, but you're like, no, because people will think I'm weird. And, like, now, I think it's a little easier for us now because we don't have to go to school. So we don't have to look at those people and think, what are those people thinking of us? Yeah. You know?
But at the same time, if you are in high school and do it if you want to do it.
Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. It's not a big, trust me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That is something that I think I've switched up my mindset a lot on. It's just like, who cares?
Oh yeah, I agree. I feel like you go through that stage like in middle school where you're like, oh my goodness, everybody's watching me, and it kind of carries through high school, but then there comes a point in high school
where you're like, I don't even care.
I don't care. Like, I'll do what I want, and these people can like me or not. Even though you still kind of secretly care, but like you're like, I don't care. I'll be myself.
I don't care anymore. I'm just like,
yeah, I agree with her. Like, even like giving makeup tutorials, everybody knows they've sat in their mirror doing
and pretending like you're doing
a tutorial.
We do it to each other. We Marco Polo each other. If you've never heard of Marco Polo, we love it.
I love it. It's like a walkie-talkie.
We Marco Polo each other while we're doing our video, like our makeup, and pretend like we're doing. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna put on this primer.
She told me all about beauty blenders. It's been awesome. But yeah, I feel like everybody does that. But like, I thought about like starting a blog before, but I never did it. But I feel like it's something everybody kind of thinks about, but never is serious about.
Yeah.
So that's our answer for that. What is your most embarrassing high school experience?
I'm gonna say mine first because it's really embarrassing, but a lot of people do know it. All right, so it is really funny.
It's funny.
It's funny in the moment. I was like, I want to die, but at the same time, like, it was funny even in that moment. It was funny, but like now it's even funnier. So I was a freshman, which, wow, why did I have to have my freshman year? That is embarrassing. I was in Family Dynamics, and I don't think I was in the Family Dynamics class. I think we were in there watching a movie from like another class. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I went to sleep because we were watching a movie. And I'm a hard sleeper. Well, I farted in my sleep. And I woke myself up. It was like, and I was in a chair that like made it echo. And I wanted to die. I woke my own self up. Literally woke my own self up farting in my sleep. I was like, that just happened. And like, I've never, ever went to sleep at school or in a public place ever again.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but I wish I would have. Mine is probably, I wore heels to school one night. Our school does not have uniforms. Yeah, high school has uniforms. I feel for you. Ours does not. So I wore heels one night. I dressed up.
Funny.
So I
wasn't here for this one either, but I imagine it in my head very vividly.
Because I just want funny and everything.
She does. So, very
uncoordinated. So I decided to wear heels. You know, risk it.
Weren't they booties?
Yeah, they were little booties.
Booty heels.
Like, it wasn't like I was wearing like stilettos. They were booty heels.
I wanted to let them know that.
Yeah. So I was walking down the hallway, and then just all of a sudden, like, my ankles just like collapsed, and I'm on my knees in the middle of the hallway. Luckily, it was like before classes started, everybody was going in, so it wasn't like the hallways were crowded. And then I just like got back up, and the teacher was like, "Oh my goodness, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah," and I was so embarrassed. And I'm sure there was people behind me, but like I didn't even look to see that way because that's awful.
But the good thing is like, people probably remember me farting in my sleep. No, not many people probably don't remember you.
Probably don't remember.
I felt coming off. We have a Votech, and we had to take a bus to it. I felt like going off the Votech bus one time. This girl told me, she was like, "You're fine. You just looked like you were taking a rest." I was like,
"Oh no, tell them about when you fell through the bleachers."
Stop! I can't.
Tell
It's our very last football game, senior year. Our senior year, we got really into football because we had like a good student section.
All the games except for like one.
And it was because my daddy was getting married. But anyway, we got really, really into it because we had a good student section, which is what we always wanted. So we got really into it. And our very last game, Skylar begged me to go to the bathroom with her. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Who wants to go by themselves? I didn't know this place. They could be crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm not going to the bathroom. Finally, got up. We were walking. And the bleachers were like bleachers. But then the walkway, there was a big fat gap. And I don't think it was supposed to be there, but it was.
It was. People probably feeling it all the time, honestly.
And I made a wrong step, and I fell right through there.
In front of, like, the whole student section.
Yeah, in front of the whole student section.
But they said it wasn't that bad, but... I tried to it's our last game. She's like, no, I'm not going back.
I wouldn't go back there the whole time.
Like, we sat there, and then we lost that game, and I was like... And I'm convinced it was because we didn't listen to Wildcats before the game. Probably. Like, not really. Like, I'm not really a superstitious person, but, you know, that was our tradition. Okay. Sorry, that
I don't want to make it really long.
That's true.
Or that was funny. I don't want to watch it. It's like 45-minute Q&A.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go, or where do you wish to go?
I know your answer. New York.
That's because I really am moving to New York, but actually I want to go.
I thought it said I Heart New York.
No, it says I Heart Jesus. Because I Heart Jesus and I Heart New York. But anyway, I'd travel the whole world, guys. Like,
if I could go anywhere right now in this very moment, that's really hard. I think I would probably pick New York because I didn't go.
Yeah.
And she loves it so much. I would go there. If not, I would go to Kansas to see my mom because I really miss her.
I want to go everywhere. Like, the Middle East is kind of somewhere I'm, like, not sure about. But, like, I want to go there. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Latin America, the Caribbean, New York, Canada. I just want to go everywhere.
I'm not good with geography, but...
I'm taking a geography class right now. That's how I knew all about Latin America, Caribbean stuff. I know all about it, guys. Where do you wish to live?
You go first.
Okay. No. Okay. Right here where we live, it's a small town. I love it. I love the small town feel. I was like, I'd be okay living here.
I think you're actually going to answer this the way I was going to answer it.
But,
anyway.
Like, here lately, like, with this traveling and stuff, like, I love it. I love traveling and, like, going to big cities. Like, I love it. I love, like, places like Savannah, Georgia. Like, I've been a lot of places, like, in America, and I love it. And I could see myself traveling around, and I could see myself not living here, like, for a while. So, I mean... Maybe when I like start having kids one day, I'll move back here. But like, I could see myself traveling around, and I want to live in New York for a period because I know the person that asked this is expecting me to say that. It is true, I do. But
we had to make a device switch because the camera won't record anymore. So we're gonna do this very last question on my phone.
Last question: what has been the most challenging point in your life?
For me, the most challenging point in my life was my parents' divorce. I'm going to do a separate video on that one. She's also going to do a separate video on her answer. But that was definitely a time in my life where I had a lot of built up anger. And like my relationship with my mom, I got to a point where it was just a lot of like do you say toxicity? It was very toxic. And I had a rough time. It was a big adjustment. So anybody who's struggling with divorce or whatever, I'm going to do a separate video on that.
Mine will be in my battle with fear. Like I said, we're doing a separate video on this because this goes super, super in depth, and it is. I mean, it's
same for me. It's a long story.
Yes, it's a long story, and I feel like this is something that just like divorce is relevant. I feel like this is something that's really relevant to everybody, but especially my generation because I know a lot of people that struggle with it as well. And if there's anybody that like God can use me to help, then I want to help them with that. Yes.
So. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye,
like and subscribe. And we'll see y'all later.